okay, if we didn't go to sleep, here we are. It's like all like calm, la la la. Woo, okay. Hi everyone. Welcome. Happy FriYay. And look who Lisa and I picked up on the way here.
Right. She was hitchhiking on the side of the road. We were like,
I was like doing a little dance too, like, hey, come get me.
Actually, the truth is we've been trying really hard to get her on for a long time, but EQ is quite busy. And so thank you for sharing your Friday night with us.
Thank you for having me.
Yay.
For sure.
But it is Friday, and it's so good to see all of you. I know I've missed a couple Newsflash Fridays. I feel like I've missed quite a few.
We haven't done, you and I have not done this for a while. So
right.
It's been a couple of months or something. I don't know.
It feels like a couple of years to me.
Right.
So super grateful to see everybody and that held this space for me, because I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm missing all my Friday nights. And this is one of my favorite times to hang out with everybody. On Friday night, it's we in the week, moving into this and recapping of all the craziness that has gone on this week, during the week, and then and look towards the energy that may be coming in regards to some of the issues. So I do love this Friday night time, and everybody can have their cocktail or whatever and hang out with us and do some current topic readings. So, but EQ, how are you? How are things?
I am good. Things are super duper busy in my personal life. But other than that, you know what? No complaints. And well, actually I could, but I'm not going to go there.
That's a whole other show.
Thing. So yes, I always have to tell myself the most benevolent outcome for today.
See,
and for all others as well. So
I love that.
That really works.
It really does. So if you guys don't know what the most benevolent outcome prayer is, check out some of my shows that I have posted with Tom T. Moore. And he is, Linda G as well has him on her channel. So we both have shows with him on talking about this most benevolent. And it really does, you guys.
Yeah.
100%. And I also know when I do the most benevolent outcome that whatever happens, it's supposed to happen. And so I can rest in that. So even if it gets a little cray-cray, I can kind of not go into the energy of anxiety in regards to it. I can step into going, it's supposed to be.
You embrace the cray-cray and just surf on with it.
That's right.
Yeah.
And it's your ultimate benevolent outcome.
I can give you guys a good example. Yesterday, I went to the dentist. Busy day, forgot to meditate that morning, forgot to do my whole, benevolent outcome. I'm sitting in the dentist chair and she just all up, I got swallowed calming down my throat. I'm just like, what is going on? This is not normal. And I'm doing this and jump in and she's like, are you okay? I'm like, yeah. And then something said, you did not do your benevolent outcome meditation. So I said, oh, so I just closed my eyes again. I relaxed. I did that. Do you know? Everything got better. Literally,
wow.
It's like it turned on. Everything was better. Yeah, it was crazy.
Makes sense, though.
Yeah. But yeah, it works. It really does.
I love that. But you paused, and you were able to step into that energy. That's perfect.
Yeah. There's a lot of anxiety and just all this icky kind of feeling.
Lisa, I'm muting you.
Yeah, the dentist was like, "Are you okay? You're never like this." I'm like, I know, I don't know what's going on. And I'm thinking, neither are you. You're like really tugging hard and you got slobber coming down my mouth and it's going down my neck. And I'm just like, what? I'm serious. I was like, this ain't normal. Wait a minute. What the heck? Yeah. But anyways, when I did that, everything changed. Everything.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. We stepped into that energy of it too.
Yeah.
And I had to mute Lisa, her mic, even after talking about it. We're like, oh, the mic's working. Boo. It starts doing a little, it does a feedback thing, and so it gets to be distracting to everyone. So yeah, check that. No, she's put herself in timeout.
I know.
So I know, boo. But anyway, thank you everybody for being here. And tonight is all about current topics. So if you have questions, throw them in here, and we will. I will star them, and we will get to them, and read on the energies coming up either this next week or a month or on people, in regards to people. And I'm just reading some of the comments here, seeing if I thank you for everybody's commenting on my hair. Thank you for that. So it's current topics, Carol. So any current topic, and we also like to start the night off with. If we want to bring in someone who has passed, that in history that could bring us in a message. I feel like I just did Tony Bennett. So, oh, maybe not. Oh no, that's someone else. Okay.
Mimi has a good one too.
Did I miss?
Mimi and Carol at, I guess your time would be what, 5:39?
Okay. 5:39. Oh, Carol. Why don't I see it? Okay. Which one is it? What does it say?
Mimi's is, will MTG's latest stunt be the one that brings her down?
Oh yeah, okay.
Carol.
Got that one.
Okay. And then will she be?
And then Carol. Yep, got that one. All right. LBJ. Abraham Lincoln, JFK. Let's do. Who's LBJ? LBJ. Who's L? How am I not? You guys.
Lyndon B. Johnson.
Oh, thank you. See, before you guys got on here, we're like, oh yay, Q's with us. She knows everything. Yeah. So Lyndon B. Johnson. That would be a new one for me. Let's do that. And thank you for all the suggestions, everyone. Okay. Thank you. Hi, Sharon Sipe. Thank you. Oh, I see. See, Sharon Sipe goes on both our channels too, Lise. See, y'all, I can tell when you're on Lisa's channel and watching, just so you know. Okay. And I'm just, are you clicking some of these? Are you starring some of these, Lisa? Or are you, I thought you were going to flip me off.
Uh-oh. It's coming.
Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm still getting some of these. So if you haven't met EQ before, she is from the Soul Sisters, channel. Check that out. Do you have your own channel as well, EQ? Or
I
only,
do, but Wisdom of the Blue Lotus. But I had to pause it for right now. I just got too busy, so I'm gonna be revamping it possibly when I get some time. But yeah.
Okay.
Both.
So, but they can still.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's still open. Yeah.
Catch you on the Soul Sisters.
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. Great questions, you guys. All right. So we're going to get started here and dive into see what Lyndon B. Johnson wants to bring in tonight for us. He was the 36th president. And he was a vice president too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Okay, Lyndon B. Okay, so he's coming in, and I feel you either liked him, a person for people around him, you either liked him or you didn't like him. It was people liked him or they didn't like him. Oh, he was Kennedy's VP. Got it. Okay, LBJ is the one that dropped the atomic bomb. Thank you. Okay. Anyways, he's saying, like, personality wise, I guess, that you either really liked him or you didn't like him at all. He was very he's saying that he didn't mince words, so what you saw is what you get, and I guess that could rub people wrong. He's also saying he wasn't easy to work for. Now, I don't. Oh, okay. T-Barb knows. T-Barb, keep it coming, because I don't know him. I don't know him at all. I'm just getting what he's telling me. But he also said he wasn't easy. He was not an easy man to work for. He kind of feels like this played out also with his family. So I feel like I'm feeling like if I was his kid, that I probably wouldn't have liked him. You know what I mean? Like, it would have been kind of, I feel like he was hard to deal with, like, personality wise. And he's saying he missed that piece. Like, he could have done better. He should have done better. So he only had daughters. Okay. Y'all can pop in whenever.
Okay. It's funny that you say that, Debbie, because I was getting the same initial thing about him, is that it was like he was two-sided. Like you said, either you liked him or you didn't. And I felt like his energy was also very, very harsh, though. I felt like he was very, very analytical. I don't know. I just don't feel like he was a really good person. I mean, overall, yes, he did do some things that did help the United States, but he just wasn't easy to get along with. I just feel like that's more so.
Isn't that interesting that that's what he's bringing through?
Yeah. He also, he also did some underhanded things too, though. When it came to when Kennedy was assassinated, he had some, oh gosh, when they talk about like a shadow government,
Yeah.
it feels like a lot of that was going on
Ooh.
behind the scenes, and I just kind of felt like he was in the midst of some of that. I had pulled some cards too, just to kind of get, more of a feel as well. And I got that he was actually in a kind of isolated initially, that he was in an isolation mode, kind of figure things out. But there was a group of people, again, around him. I think that's that shadow
Oh,
secret government
interesting.
kind of a thing. And
Ooh.
it did involve not just people in the US, I feel like the world. So I feel like there were other characters kind of involved during that time period. Yeah, he had agreements with some of those unknown leaders, world
Oh,
leaders.
interesting. Yeah. That
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah. So that's what I was getting with that.
He 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 did make, and I feel people are making some statement too, that he did make some good policy.
He did.
And but there is this shadow side to him, and it's interesting that he came in describing who he was.
Right. I think I feel like he had to make those really good policies, because look what just happened. I mean,
Yeah.
the president just got assassinated, who had
Right.
all of these things already in motion, and so he followed through on that. Can you imagine?
Okay, that makes more sense.
That's that two-sided that we're talking about. He didn't have a choice. Do you see
That
what I'm
makes
saying? I felt like
Yes.
he had to go forward with some of those things that Kennedy was working on, things that he wanted to do. But at the same time, he did his dirt also.
Yep. Yep. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Um, Lisa, you're not muted any longer if you want to chat.
Okay, yeah, I've got a bunch of stuff to say. All right, so okay, the first thing I was feeling was along the lines of course, he was Kennedy's VP, and I feel like he is kind of envious of other VPs coming forward later on. George Bush with Reagan, Biden with Obama. The circumstances were like a legitimate deal, whereas with him it was the assassination of a president, and then here he was. I think that there's something with that is unsettling for him. Such an extreme circumstance, and so much a cloud over him surrounding that assassination as well, because there's kind of like this thing where people think that he was a contributor somehow, for entertainment purposes only, that whole thing. But I think that I think he's got some insecurities. I feel like he was surrounded by kind of a stereotypical, he was like, the Texas guy, and not really, maybe not as bright. I'm not saying Texans aren't bright. I think that he was put in a category that was unfair to him, where he was placed in a situation where he was not at that upper echelon of what you would consider to be at the time at the top of the game with stuff like that. But that aside, I do think that he was abrasive. I agree with you guys on that. I think that he used intimidation often to get his way. I feel like that's a thing. And I think also just because he was from Texas, all the stuff we got going on now with Texas, I think LBJ, with all the Texas things that are happening, I think he'd be on board with a lot of that. It's kind of how I feel. It's the vibe I'm getting. But on the same note, it's interesting because I got a surprising hit. I feel like later in his life, prior to his passing, I think he became more liberal than you would think. I think he
Yeah, no, I feel like I believe that too.
second guessed a lot of his past motives and decisions. And I feel like he really crossed over into a different kind of an understanding of people, of which is so interesting because he seems so rigid, right? But I think he really kind of loosened up. I think he understood a little bit more about how to make things more equal across the board. And I don't know a whole lot about his politics, but I don't know where he was on, equal rights and stuff like that. But I do feel like I think he got it close to the end.
Yeah.
Is what I'm feeling.
And he's taking me back to what Elisa, what his this or that, like people loved him or they didn't. And with that piece, he felt that that you had to be that, like, you know what I mean, like that
rigid
piece to him to get things done that needed to happen. So all the shadow stuff aside, he because again, this is politics, right? And you have people pulling at you to do this or that. He I'm not I don't know how to bring forward what he's trying to show me, but I do feel that again, his message to us, I feel like, would be, you do what you can with what you're given, and always choose to do positive. Like, do the right thing. Be on the right side of history, he says. And there are things that he would have shifted, like personally, like he feels like he didn't have to be so harsh, maybe, or hard-nosed with some things, like with his family, or on personal levels. That would be something that he would shift. Like, he could have done better there. Like how you are at work doesn't have to be how you are at home type of feel to it. And I'm not saying I mean, I would have had a hard time with that. I'm not saying his family did. I don't know. But that's one area he just brought in. So he's offering that piece of him to us, I feel. So if there's things that we would want to change, we have a chance to do that now, so to speak. And his message to us is always choose the right side of history. So when you're voting for policies, or when you're making changes, choose to make the changes that help the most amount of people. But he is also making a statement here in regards to the shadow side, right? The shadow side of politics, and making the hard decisions, and doing things that that you feel like you need to do to make change, or cover things up, or whatever. That part is above my pay grade, so I don't quite understand everything that he's showing me there. But in general, he feels that he made positive change. Yeah. So, and he's encouraging us to make that positive change. Choose the right side of history, he says. his energy, though, to me, and I don't know about what you guys are feeling, but it's making me dizzy. So I don't know how he passed, but yeah.
Debbie, I feel the same way. I feel like what I'm feeling from him is about learning life's lessons, is what I heard.
Okay.
And I think on a collective level, in terms of where we are now, I just also feel like they're missing it. They're missing it. They're missing it. It's like we're repeating. We're going back to
Okay. Mm-hmm.
because collectively we're not seeing what he had to deal with and go through. But it's weird because I also feel like actually I just saw this nice smile on his face. It's like, but we're getting there.
Oh, that's nice.
We're getting there.
It's nice to see him smile.
Yeah, it's just like this. Yeah. Oh. But yeah. So I think that's that two side we're talking about,
Okay.
that gentle side that he had and the reflective side of him, that I feel like that was that isolation. And isolation when he's alone, I think he had those deep reflective thoughts. So, okay. So what I just heard also was these are our lessons to learn. But we should look back. We need to keep looking back.
Yes. Learn from what? Learn from this.
Yeah.
For sure. No more covers. No more cover-ups and changing of the narrative. Speak the truth. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think I'll thank him for coming in, because I need to step out. It's dizzying. Whew.
Yeah.
Lisa, do you have any more that you wanted to add? She's like, I'm not turning my mic on.
Warren said he died of a heart attack.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, not surprised.
Yeah.
No, I don't have anything else to add. You guys did great.
So Prairie is saying he taught impoverished Mexican children, which made him go into politics. It's a good way to start. Mm-hmm. A good foundation. I like that. And he made some really great, he did do some of these really great policies that were already kind of in place, and he kept forward. So those are all really good things.
I do want to throw out there, I do feel like he feels a lot of guilt. I'm getting a heavy guilt thing with him.
Yeah, that's
lots of guilt. And I think that's what was leading me to saying that later in his life, there was kind of a reset with him a little bit, Mm-hmm. I think the big picture made better sense to him later in life, even beyond the presidencies the time period.
Yeah. No, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. It's interesting because he literally came in, the first thing, it was more of on a personal level than any of the presidents.
That's exactly what I'm getting over here.
Yeah. Anyways, well, thank you, Lyndon, for coming in, and and for the messages. So cool. All right. Now we're going to move into some of these questions that have popped in. Thank you for the questions. And hello, everyone. If you're just popping in, good to see you. Happy FriYay. And okay. And we are going to start. There's a lot of MTG's questions coming in. So let's start here. Oh my goodness. Now, EQ, did you say something about her before we started, or was that somebody else?
No, that was someone else in the chat, but this
Oh,
is
okay.
about the stunt that she what I'm still like, who does that? How do you show a naked person, the president's child, of his photo in front of I don't know if it's real or wasn't real, but still, that's just, you don't do that. Just out of respect for the presidency's office
I
itself,
mean,
come on. Can you imagine if they would have held up pictures of Melania and all her nude pics that are out there that she did willingly? I'm just, hello.
right. I think, and yeah, I mean, I saw a little bit of a clip of when she was showing it, and her facial expression, and what she. Oh, anyway, will this latest stunt be the one that brings her down? Yeah, taking them house to a new low. I agree, Eliza.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
And she actually could be prosecuted for that, because there is a law out there about what is it called? It's like
Slander.
it's slander, but it's an actual yeah, slander, yes, but it actually talks about oh gosh, maybe it'll come to me. It's an actual the name of the law that has to do with something like that, when you have nude pics and you're showing somebody's picture, but it's in the title of the law talks about that. So he
okay.
really could, yeah, revenge porn. It's a law about revenge porn.
Okay. Okay, yeah, that's what everybody's saying.
Hmm.
So revenge. So she possibly did break a law here, and so let's see what's going to happen. Is this going to be something that is? I don't feel like this is the thing that brings her down, but I do feel that it's another, like, it's just another straw that it's not the straw that's going to break the back, but it's one of the straws.
I agree. Hmm.
I have 3 cards here, which indicates exactly what you just said.
Okay.
I got struck down. I got destruction and breakdown.
Oh, goodness. Yeah.
And this is the one that made me feel more along the lines of what you just said. It says
Okay.
every drop in the ocean. This isn't the one thing it's going to take her down, but this is a little ounce of a myriad of
A
things.
myriad of things that will
Yeah.
eventually just.
This is just added to the little mound of things to bring her down.
Carol says, what about the hostile work environment? I mean, just creating a hostile.
Right. Right. Yeah, I think it's funny because this card actually fell out earlier. So he's the man. He's thinking about it. He's thinking about filing that lawsuit against her. And I got at the bottom of my deck. I got yes. I got the yes that it's being talked about. Everything's being exposed, and it's going to bring her some heartache.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm getting. Bring her completely down, not sure. However, like you guys said, Lisa, what you were talking about, yeah, I think that's just another something else to bring her down, among a bunch of other things that she's been doing. Yeah.
His lawyers file an ethics complaint.
Yeah.
I like it. I have the Ten of Swords coming in for her, so this is definitely something that she's not going to recover from this. That is for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Debbie, it's like until we start holding these people accountable,
Exactly.
they're going to keep doing these little tricks. We need to start, holding them accountable and not wait a year or two later. It's like, no, when it happens in the moment, go ahead. We need to attack right back. I
Yeah.
don't say attack, but do the right thing. I want to say, I don't care if it's a Democrat or a Republican.
Yes.
Someone does something like that, we've got to, hold them accountable.
Yeah. This is one thing that does is throwing the off balance.
Mm-hmm.
His lawyers did file an ethics complaint. Good.
Yeah.
Good. And I was wondering about that. Deanne says Hunter can file a lawsuit against her, but he's more. I was wondering if there was something about like what would stop him would be his concern for the office.
Yeah.
Carol says Democrats are getting better at their messaging. I agree.
Yeah.
How angry is Biden in regards to this? President Biden in regards to this happening in the House of at the House of I mean,
I just saw like red all over his face. I mean, you talk about piss. I mean, just like utter disgusted. But at the same time, he has to play it cool, is what I'm, getting that. So, and it's unfortunate that he just can't come out and say what he really wants to say.
I'm with you on what you just said. I feel like he's really trying to use a lot of restraint.
Yeah.
As best he can.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
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 But what was so great though, you guys, did you guys see the video that Biden Harris used MTD, Marjorie Taylor Greene,
right?
Her voice, her sayings and voices, which made their commercial. That was brilliant.
It was brilliant. And Biden says, I what do you say when you accept the video or whatever? I
endorse.
I approve this message.
I approve of this message. Yeah. I think he's going to do more stuff like that also, particularly against her because of her doing stunts like that. So I think he's going to be strategic in how he responds to her.
Yeah. Go with the resistance.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see that he was not happy, but he had to be he had to be strategic, about obviously he had to hold it together. But he was angry. He was angry. Like his first reaction, you know what I mean? But he had to he had to step back and respond. I say this all the time. Let's not react. Let's respond. And so that's what he had to do. And the King of Swords and the King of Cups, that combination coming together is what he's doing with her. Mm-hmm. He's bringing that combination of energy in responding to this. So
over here, I got treadmill and plateau. That makes me feel like slow and steady. It's
slow and steady.
Slow and steady.
Stay calm.
Yep.
But he reacted in the moment appropriately.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Within his behind closed doors, but how to respond.
Yeah. Well, real quick, hey Sharon, thanks for putting that on there. Love and Light EQ. I actually don't use that for anything. So if you guys can do the Soul Sisters YouTube or Wisdom of the Blue Lotus. Sharon is such a sweetheart, but
I know.
Yeah, I don't do anything with Love and Light EQ outside of email.
If you guys go to my community tab, I actually put in the Soul Sisters and Wisdom of the Blue Lotus in there if you all want to
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
subscribe
Thanks.
to those channels immediately. So
Thanks, Lisa.
you're welcome, girl.
Sharon.
Leah wants to know, Lisa, how you're doing in regarding to flooding. Are you getting flooding where you're at?
Most of that flooding is in western Kentucky, and I'm way north.
Okay, so you're north of the flooding.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's okay here, but yeah, Kentucky's getting hit with weird weather again. But luckily, the flooding is not hitting where I am.
Good.
So. And thank you, Leah. And I responded to your email. She actually sent me an email checking on me. So thank you. But everything's good. But lots of, love and light and prayers to everybody who's going through everything again.
Yes. Oh my goodness.
But
we had a tornado touchdown right over here.
Really?
Yeah, like really close.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, you can look it up. Pikes Peak tornado.
Yeah.
Touchdown, and you'll see the pictures. That's right near our home.
Oh wow.
Wisdom. Okay, so here's your link. Wisdom of the Blue Lotus.
Yeah, that one or the Soul Sisters. Either one is fine.
So, okay.
The weather thing is like worldwide. I saw a report where, oh my gosh, is it Italy or somewhere? I think
it's actually Greece that's having those wildfires.
Oh no, I'm talking about Italy, and the waters are receding. So
really?
Yeah, like terrible drought.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Greece also. They're having drought, but they're also, because it's been so dry, they literally are having these wildfires.
Wow.
Yeah.
And I think something with somewhere else too. I want to say Iraq. I don't know. I'm not sure. But
yeah. And you know what? I think Korea it's either Korea or no, it's Thailand. They've been having also like these monsoon rainfalls, and so they've been having a lot of flooding also, and mudslides, and so this is like a world.
And I think back to Italy, I think that they're hitting hundreds in the temperature ranges, and they don't do that.
Yeah,
that's
crazy.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Wiki says, I was just in Italy and Greece. It wasn't me.
Oh, no, Wiki. It was you.
Okay. So we talked a little bit about Hunter. Will he be sued? There are something, but will he be, like, are they going to, is she going to, like, is he going to sue her? I don't sense that from him, but sue her. I think they're gonna do something else. I think they're focusing elsewhere. It's almost like, how, and they're showing me, and I don't know if this is like how, I don't know how these things are played out, but you know how if they bring something out, okay, so let's say, so she brings these pictures out, they're going to find something about her and put it out. Does that make sense? So they're going to dig and bring some stuff out on her. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So that's the type of revenge, if you want to say, or how they're going to, tit for tat, so to speak. I don't know. How do you?
It's funny you say that, because I'm getting like, yes, no. I'm still feeling the energy that it's not right now a yes, and it's not right now a no. I think that
they're still looking at
they're going to do something, definitely.
They are doing something.
Yes, I don't think it's written in stone that they're going to sue her, but whatever they do, it will be popcorn ready.
Right. So Deanne says, in regards to what you're just getting, it would be after 2024. If he goes after her, it's going to be
Yeah.
It's not going to be right away. That might be what you're tapping into as well.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, I'm wondering if they're going to do that whole digging up something else on her.
Yeah, they'll probably have a, I don't know why I just got this. They'll probably have a pack go after her so they can say, wasn't us.
Yeah. And I do feel right. So you can trace it back to them.
Mm-hmm.
But I do see the 3 of Swords coming in at her. So
Sissy said, Hunter is hot to look at.
I know. So like,
Okay.
so, you know, and yeah, I think I was saying before, it's like, if she was trying to shock people, no one cares about porn anymore. The only thing is she didn't have permission, and you know, it's rude.
Well, I think where everybody is forgetting stuff, her most of all, you're held to a higher standard when you're
Exactly
in a position of any kind of power like that.
Yeah.
To do that, if anything, she is gonna like set the precedent for future, dings on people that think that that's an okay thing to do. And she's actually opened the door for herself to be targeted big time.
That's the thing. I think they're going to find something on her,
which is what you guys said.
Yeah.
So.
Not to mention, she did get kicked out of the Freedom Caucus, so she already has a bullet on her from them.
Right. Oh my gosh, just Wiki. Wiki says she's low rent. Yeah. That was awful. Okay. All right. Oh, wait. Let's exhaust this while we're here. How does her family feel about her? Evelyn wants to know. Hi, Evelyn. I want to make sure. Is there any other more? Okay, we did that one. She was definitely the hot topic tonight.
Yeah.
How is her? What is her family? We can do this real quick.
Okay. I literally heard disgusted.
Yeah. Oh, look at that. They see her as dark energy, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Yeah. I feel like, yeah, there's some stuff coming out. Like the stuff they're digging out on her is going to be maybe what actually is the last straw in that camel's back. But
this is a card I just pulled, how they see her as inadequate. And it says worthless, incompetent, and ill-equipped.
There you go. I mean, okay, yeah. They don't claim her. You know how people tear their thing, you're dead to me, that's kind of how they're feeling about her.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, wait, Debbie, what is on is that bird poo? It looks like bird poo to me.
So those are a bunch of feathers. This is from, Schitt's Creek, that show. And
yes.
Yeah, and so she was dressed up as that person from her old movie or something.
Oh, okay.
It's like crow feathers everywhere. And, but yeah, it kind of does look like bird poop.
It does. That's
yeah. Ness saw the same thing. Ness saw that.
Yeah. It reminded me of the Hitchcock movie, The Birds. When you said bird poop, I lost it though. Yeah. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Well, you can take it like that. I mean,
Okay, yeah. Ness saw the same thing too.
Yeah, I think a lot of people saw what you saw immediately. Yeah. So that's basically it, Evelyn. Good question. All right. So we're going to go ahead and step into some other energy here. I think we've exhausted all the questions in regards to her. And Mary, hi Mary. Mary wants to know if Michelle Obama is thinking about running for president, and I also am getting a no. I don't see that.
She barely wanted Barack to do it. I don't think she's.
Yeah.
She, however, does.
She can do things in other ways, though.
Yes.
Sure.
Yes.
Like supporting character. That's her. She's doing more than we think she's doing.
Right
now.
She's good for doing things in the background.
Yeah.
She understands also her role as far as opportunities and her platform, and she's not going to waste that. She does. I do. My team is saying that she's not going to waste her platform. Mm-hmm. She will continue to create positive change.
Yeah. Yeah, she's not restricted, so she can do and say and be whatever she chooses. But if she runs for president, now she's kind of confined in that box that they lived in. So definitely not.
Yeah. She's in a really, really good position to I have the Three of Cups, the Strength on one side, and the Nine of Pentacles on the other. So she's in a really good position. She's using her platform to the best that she can to create very positive foundation in future for all. So
yeah, I got the Wheel of Fortune for her. So
there you go. Mm-hmm.
I think it's just that flexibility and opportunity, and she is pretty much free to do what she needs to do, what she wants to do, with no restrictions, like you guys are saying. So
yeah.
Yep.
Phoenix says she's very involved in providing healthy foods for children in schools, and so forth. So that's good. She's doing so much, and we're going to see more. Yeah, I'm excited to see what she continues, what energy she continues to move in a positive way.
Yeah.
Yeah. She has that perfect platform and doesn't want to mess it up with running for president. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Right. Oh gosh.
And her and Oprah are doing a lot of things together. I know they had another tour. I don't know if you guys saw that. I think it was on Netflix. So that was really interesting. So
what was it called?
Oh, I forgot. One of them was the name of her book, but then she had a part 2. It's on Netflix. I believe they were in LA, her and Oprah.
Oh,
interviewed her. This is the recent one. So maybe beginning of this year, maybe.
Oh,
like yeah, it's really good.
I'm surprised. I would have seen it.
Yeah. She talked about the first 10 years of her marriage. She didn't like Obama.
I did see that first part. You said there's another one coming out?
No, it's the latest one that's out. It's been out, I think, the beginning of this year when it came out.
Well, I must have seen that one.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm going to check it out just in case I didn't see it, but I'm pretty sure I saw it. But you know me, you guys. I'm like, woo. All right. Phoenix. Hi, Phoenix. Glanville, Fulton County Chief Judge reassigned 45's case to the 7th Judicial Administration District to appoint judge who is not a member of the district to preside over. Will this affect Fonnie's case, this change?
Interesting. Georgia 7
I'm getting a no right up front on this. I don't feel like it's going to affect Fonnie's case at all, but my whole thing is what's going on here. So I'm just Georgia. Okay, so in Georgia, yeah, GA is Georgia 7th Judicial.
Oh, okay. I wanted to see that the 7th district, where that covers, since I know, families in Georgia and Atlanta, and that particular area, it's a suburb, but it's still a part of Atlanta, and that's actually more of a Democratic area. That's what I was wondering, like, where is that? And so that's more Democratic. So Debbie, it goes exactly but what you were saying. I also pulled some cards and got the exact same thing. So I do see the new beginning, but it's still very stable. There's still happiness with it, satisfaction. And there's again, another new beginning, but it looks good. And then I see the balance at the bottom. So there's balance there. So no, I think it's actually gonna.
I got the same thing. Yeah. New beginning, but victory. It's a good case.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. For those of you in the Atlanta area, we're talking about Lawrenceville, Norcross, that area, Duluth and Snellville. So for those in the Georgia, Atlanta area, they know what I'm talking about. So it's actually more, it used to be red. Now it's more blue.
Oh, it's purple.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yay. Lisa's going to unmute.
Over here, I got the Hermit and the Two of Pentacles, just mean they're just two separate things, is what I was feeling over here. So I don't think that.
Yeah, it's not going to affect it.
Anything to
got it. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for the question. Moving on. Let's see. Okay. I'm laughing. I didn't see this one, and it was in regards to Marjorie Taylor Greene again. But Deanne wanted you, Lisa, to use the deck of character to bring out the answer. She wanted to see it on the deck of character. What does President Biden have to say about Marjorie Taylor Greene's stunt we don't hear about, but she wants to see it from the deck of character. There you go. And drop. There we go.
Oh, I love it.
Okay. This is an interesting question. Is Kevin McCarthy going to expunge 45's impeachments?
Okay.
Holy cow.
Okay, first of all, he can't do that.
Okay.
Yeah, that there's nothing that he can do. It doesn't work like that because the other congressional members at that time, it stays with that. It doesn't.
Okay.
Right. So, and that was 2 cycles ago. So there's no way that he can expunge. He's just talking out the side of his ear to make Trump happy but there's nothing he can do. He does not have that power. It will never happen.
I like
It's
that.
not even it's not even a part of the rules. So there's nothing. He's just talk.
Yeah, yeah. And Starfish says it well.
Oh,
There you go, Starfish.
she does exactly. Starfish, I'm with you.
Yeah, and we're gonna see Kevin McCarthy say a lot of crazy stuff.
Yeah.
So
I think everybody's reaching a point of desperation right now. That's why MTG's acting batshit crazy more than usual. That's why McCarthy is running his mouth about a bunch of crap. I think it's all coming to a head, guys.
Exactly.
Like more than usual. So we're going to see more of this stuff.
Lisa, we called this, or our spirit team called this before.
Yeah, for sure.
That this was going to be taking place. So
yeah.
That it's going to get a little more cray, and as they're pushed to the edge, pushed to the edge of the platform, we're going to start seeing some crazy stuff.
I love what Smiling Heart said. She said, "Can't expunge it, but can put ketchup on it."
Oh my gosh. Okay, so Deanne is asking, what does the GOP think of McConnell denouncing white supremacy? When did McConnell make a stand against that? I missed that whole thing. Lisa's laughing. What did you see? Did you guys hear this?
I heard about it.
I didn't hear about it.
I didn't hear about it.
No, I didn't either.
He did. Yeah. He did.
What does the GOP think about this?
Yeah.
I feel like it's split because I've got like this card here. So there, to me, when I look at this card, I think about half of the people are thanking him in secret.
Oh, okay. Right? Yeah, in the shadows.
Yep. In the shadows, but those who are in the public eye are upset. But those that there's a group that says thank you, but they can't voice it out in the open. So I'm getting some of the members are really, thanking him for that, while others aren't.
And others aren't, right? 4 cups. Others aren't happy.
Yeah.
But I do feel that okay, now I'm understanding this. They're not happy because of the dark money trail thing. Mm-hmm. They're concerned about where their next dollar is coming from, and with him saying that or coming out and denouncing, it's going to hinder their dark money-ish things, right? Or where they're all that backing. They're concerned about that. The ones that are, but then others are secretly going, thank you for doing that. Yeah.
Yeah.
It has to stop somewhere or start somewhere or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Did you throw any cards, Lise? I feel like you're so far away. You're just muted.
It's like, do I even need to be here? I don't know.
No, you do. Yay.
So here's the thing. My initial vibe on the whole thing is that for him to do that, to make that statement, it goes beyond the skirting on the edge that the GOP likes. Yeah. The GOP likes that kind of, because you want the votes, you got the beliefs. You don't want to admit, but you don't want to deny. And I think for him to say that, it just completely threw it out there. And that therein lies a little bit of confusion. So I got the hangman. I think it's a matter of perspective. I think what you guys are saying, GOP, there's some of them are like, yay, I'm glad you finally said it. And others are like, whoa, you are affecting our dollars. Ace of Pentacles, our 3 of Pentacles, our connections. are being dissolved because you threw that out there and made it such a solid statement. And with the star, it's just really putting a whole light on that right now, because now that's what everybody's talking about, is the white supremacy, and whether it's accepted or whether it's you're right and all that garbage. I think he's kind of saving face a little bit.
I wondered about that too.
Mitch is here. I live with Mitch. He is here. So I question his beliefs often. And I'm not so sure that what he said is actually what he believes. So that's personal opinion. That's not cards. That's just me saying something for entertainment purposes only. But I do think that this is stirring up the GOP on a whole other level, is what I feel with this. Yeah. It is definitely, if you got to think about all the undercover backing financially with different things and stuff like that. I mean, we're talking corporations, guys, stuff we don't even know. Maybe stuff we do know. A lot of the purchases we make are made by people who might support that. So that opens a whole other can of worms. So, oh my gosh, I've got so much to say about this, but I'm going to mute myself. So there we go.
So I have a question for you guys with him. And Lisa, you may hear more about this than we do. I kind of feel like he's not going to be around much longer.
His health is poor. It's always been poor anyway. I don't know if it's his health that's going to take him out or if he's just going to step back. Mm-hmm. It's almost like as he's fading, he's starting to, you notice he's starting to say things and do things. And he's retracting things and loosening up. And I don't know if he's trying to get closer to heaven or what he's doing. But yeah, there's something going on with Mitch.
He'd be a good one to do a deep dive on.
Yeah, he would be.
Yeah.
He would be. Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, interesting.
Yeah. And even that's a dichotomy with him, because Kentucky as a whole is so red, but he's got a house in Louisville, which is so blue. So he's very, I think, split. I think he is split.
And how did he get in there in the first place? Like,
girl, I don't know.
We're not even going to go there, but yeah.
No, we won't. That's a whole other show.
The whole nother show, you guys.
I'm muted.
Anyway, we are at time, you guys. We went overtime. We were just having some.
Oh, wow.
But thank you, everyone, for the wonderful questions and hanging out with us. And EQ, thank you I hope you come back and hang out with us sometime. I know you're busy Fridays, but I really, really, and I'll just say we really, since Lisa's muted, we really appreciated your knowledge and your input on that. And
yes, everybody, EQ is kind of a very closeted political person. She knows a lot about this stuff. She doesn't do a lot of this stuff, but she's your girl.
So yes,
so, I was married to a politician.
Okay,
most people don't know that. That's why I'm divorced. No,
I love it. But also, please, like I said before, go to my community tab, and for this show, you'll see the links to both of her channels and stuff. So
perfect.
Well, guys, I want to thank you guys for having me and inviting me to come on. This has been so great. So. Would love to come back.
Yeah, but anyway, so Lisa and I, we keep threatening we're going to go to school and learn some more stuff.
I don't know a lot of stuff, but we go with the flow, and I think they're okay with it. They're so patient with us.
They are patient with us.
They love it,
and it's almost more pure because we don't know a lot of stuff, but we really appreciated having someone smart here tonight. So thank you.
Hey, we're smart.
Oh yeah, we are smart.
Come on.
We're really smart in other areas.
It's not a matter of intelligence.
That's true. It's not intelligence. It's in the know. Anyway, and I'm teasing. We know stuff. We know stuff. Just not as much as you do, EQ. Anyway, so all that to say, thank you for being here. You guys, we love you, and we'll see you on our individual channels. I have questions starred that I'm going to take pictures of and do them on the download on Sunday. So to make sure to get to all the questions that came in tonight. So thank you for that. And please take care till next time. And we'll see you tomorrow on Lisa's channel.
Debbie's coming on my channel tomorrow, guys.
We're just hanging out and chit-chatting and
doing yes or no questions.
Yes or no questions with
our little toys here.
With our little yes or no.
So bring your beverages or whatever it is y'all are into.
and yes or no. And we'll see you tomorrow on Lisa's channel. But anyway, so great to see everybody. It's been a while, so I'm just enjoying seeing all your names and stuff. So thanks for being here. And we'll see you all next time. Love and light, you all. And